Okay, we're back. So 81/4 times 1/6. Are you guys good with cross canceling? Do you know how to simplify diagonally? Okay, let's double check. 81 and 6. If you don't know that, they're both divisible by 3. So you can divide 6 by 3 and get 2. 81 divided by 3 is 27. Now you do have a calculator for this, so you can just type it in the calculator. So you'll just have 27/8 equals b to the third. All right, what should we do next if we want b, which is like our r? Cube root it. Good. To get rid of b to the third, we do the third root. When you cube root the fraction, you cube root the top and the bottom. What's the cube root of 27? 3. Good. 3. And the cube root of 8? 2. 3/2 is your b, aka your r in the ratio. So I'll show it to you one more time. What? If you're given a geometric sequence, yes, and you don't know your r. So the idea is we don't have the first term. We need the first term. That's usually there to. We don't have the first two terms even. We need that to help find our ratio, our common ratio. It goes from 2 and then it jumps to term 5. That's not enough to figure out our ratio. So let's see it one more time with example 8. It's just a different format of the question. Find the base, so meaning find the r, it's the same thing. Then write the equation by finding a. So we'll do one more step after that. So my two setups, we have the 2 points. In fact, this time, since I know, you know how I had to switch it? Originally, I wrote 2 equations like on top of each other like this, but I really wanted the bigger numbers on top. I mean, you guys will figure it out as you start practicing. I'm going to write this one first. 441 equals ab to the 6. It's going to be divided by 9 equals ab to the 4th. That's a 9. Your a's can cancel out. What is 441 divided by 9? 49. Equals b squared, because 6 minus 4 is 2. So square root it. What's our b? 7. Cool. Here's how you find the rest. Plug it back in before you canceled out a. Plug it back in before. So let's use the smaller numbers. It's usually easier to work with. So I'll take b, choose an equation to plug it into before canceling out. I'll use the bottom one. It's smaller. 9 equals a times 7 to the 4th. 9 equals a. I mean, either way, we're still doing big numbers. What is 7 to the 4th? 2 what? 2401. Divide by 2401. What is that? Does it simplify or stay? It stays like that? 9/2401. Okay, that's our a then. So put it all together. 9/2401 times our b, which was 7, to the x power. The format is a times b to the x. So my a was that fraction, and the b we got at the beginning of the 7. Does that make sense, Diego? Yeah, the equations, it's what I circled right up here. A times b to the x. Right. For time, we're going to jump down to example 9. And then that's the last thing. I will, if you want, I can put up the answers for these as well, but let's do example 9. Okay. Water levels in the western U.S. are dropping. The recorded level water of a lake in this region was 1215 feet in 2015, 1042 feet in 2020. Represent this change by both a linear model and an exponential model, then predict the level in 2035. All right. When you're given years, like 2015, 2020, let's think of it as like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those numbers instead. So with 2015, I don't even want to use 15. Let's just use it as 0, or starting value, 0, okay? So I'm going to represent it with a 0. So I'll represent this as 0, 12, 15. Time is always your x. Height, distance, whatever, that's usually your y. Because your height, distance, time, whatever, or your height and the distance depends on the time. And so if I'm representing 2020, what number could I use here? 5. Now, if you wanted to use 1 for 2015, you would use 6 here. It doesn't matter. You're going to still, if you do the work right, you'll still get the answer. If you, and same thing too, if you wanted to use 5 to represent, or 15 to represent 2015 and 20 to represent 2020, that would have been fine. You could have done 15 this, 20 this, as long as you'll still get the same answers. The main thing is that these are 5 difference, 0 to 5. Okay, so let's start. This is now applying the everything we did today. Let's start with linear. So for linear, I'll do, again, you can use arithmetic or point slope. We do need the slope though for this, either way, because that's our D or our M. Negative 173 over 5. That would be our M. Does it divide evenly? Yeah. Okay, you could leave it like this, or it does go in evenly into a decimal. I mean, when I say evenly, I meant like it doesn't repeat the decimal. That was phrased poorly. It does not go in evenly. It's just like one decimal though. Truly, it doesn't matter what you give me. You can give me the fraction or the decimal. And actually, you know, if we use the mx plus b, we don't even have to use point slope. Do we have our y-intercept? Yeah, we do. That's why I used 0, because I knew that was coming. That's your y-intercept. So you have your equation. X plus 1215. That's our b. And then let's finish that. If it wanted to predict it in 2035, what number should I put in for X? What do you think? Started at 2015, and now we want to predict it for 2030. 20, exactly. We want to put in 20, because 15 to 35 is a difference of 20. So we would do negative 34.6 times 20 plus that. And I don't know what that is. $523? You guys good? Yeah? $523 feet. Okay. Okay, that's for linear. Then if we do the other way, the exponential way, because it wants both. So remember, that's your AB to the X. Got to do a little manipulating here. So 1215 equals AB to the 0. In fact, we actually already have a value here. We already have A. So again, why I chose 0. What's B to the 0 power? 1. Now that was lucky. It's because I chose 0. I think on your homework it's similar where you want to choose 0 for your X value. And then we do still need to find B though. We're not done. So let's see. When we write our second equation, 1042 equals AB to the 5th. Well, that's nice. We actually already have A. So all this extra work we did on the previous page, we don't need to because now we already have A. We found it. So we would just replace it. 1042 equals 1215 e to the 5th. We divide. We get some ugly decimals. Then we do it to the 5th power, or 5th root. I haven't figured out how to do it on this calculator yet. Let's see if I can now. Has anyone figured out on the calculator to do the root? Michael, did you figure it out on the calculator? Yeah, the K? But do I have to, how do I do 5th root? Show me. And is that 5 times it, or how did you do it, Miley? No. All right, I gotta figure out on this calculator to do it. Maybe. Actually, let's practice. Okay, let me see. No, that didn't do it. Okay, so then I'm just choosing an answer I already know. Let me know if you guys figure it out on the calculator. Ooh, I gotta find that out for you guys so we can all do it together. No, that's not it. Okay, well, I have it on my paper. I'm gonna show you guys tomorrow to get that on the calculator, just so, you know, we know how to. On my paper, thanks. It's, B is 0.97. So put it all together. That's your equation. And then you would plug in 15 again for the answer. That one I know. The x to the y power is how you get your exponent. $769.4.